Good morning, my brothers and sisters. What if I don't have a spiritual home? So, in the Bible, there's no good pictures of solo sheep, and there are no admirable examples of unflocked, ungathered Christians. He always calls us to gather and then to do the activities of a grateful people. I would argue it's almost on every page of the New Testament and in most of the Old Testament as well. If you don't have a spiritual home, I'm going to direct you to two Psalms. One is Psalm 84. How lovely is your dwelling place, O Lord of hosts. My soul longs, yes, faints for the courts of God. My heart and my flesh sing for joy to the living God. And here's the picture I want to leave you with today. Even the sparrow finds a home, and the swallow a nest for herself where she may lay her young at your altars. Even the birds live in the house of God. Verse 4, blessed are those who dwell in your house, ever singing your praise. And then verse 10 of Psalm 84, for a day in your courts is better than 1,000 elsewhere. I'd rather be a doorkeeper in the house of my God than dwell in the tents of wickedness. So even the sparrow finds a home in the house of God. Psalm 84 is this call and a reminder to dial up our fondness for the place of God, his house. A day in your church is better than a day in Disneyland. And also, kind of by extension here now, for the person of God. Ultimately, I'm seeking the one true God in the one true way, in the one true place that he instructs us to. A call to the person of God and the place of God is also a call to the people of God. If you have a heart for the house of the Lord, you must have a heart for the others that he has invited into that house. So the heart that seeks the courts of God also seeks the other knuckleheads that he has invited into those courts. So there should be no daylight between the pursuit of the place of God, the person of God, the people of God, and the products of God. So what are those? Well, what happens every Sunday and even through the week, just to name a few: worship, generosity, service, conviction, change minds, all the one another's. So these are the handiworks, the products of God, so I can use a P, engaged in making you. So if you don't have a spiritual home, meditate on Psalm 84. Assess your fondness for the place, the person, the people, and the products of God. So my prayer is that Psalm 84 can ignite your passion for all that God has for you in a real and practical place with real people, making real spiritual products, serving and worshiping our real God. So that's Psalm 84. Similarly, here's an image that the Lord uses in Psalm 92. But you have exalted my horn like that of the wild ox. You have poured over me fresh oil. Such a beautiful thing. I love that. That's verse 10. My eyes have seen the downfall of my enemies. My ears have heard the doom of my evil assailants. Here it is. The righteous flourish like a palm tree and grow like a cedar in Lebanon. They are planted in the house of the Lord. They flourish in the courts of our God. Psalm 92 says, you should be like a big old cedar tree, like a big old oak tree, planted in the house of the Lord. And it's there that you get this fresh oil, which is another beautiful image, but we're not talking about that today. So the Lord wants you to be planted like a cedar in Lebanon inside the house of the Lord. So just imagine in your church, this big, ancient, deep-rooted, huge tree planted and flourishing in the right place. So a good plantsman doesn't just focus on the fruit. He's focusing on the xylem and the phloem and the chlorophyll and all the things that make a tree flourish. How do I become an asset in that particular place? A net plus. How can I be of some use? So it is a blessing to be of use, and it is a particular blessing to be of particular use in a particular place. So I would recommend. So how do you become a big tree in your church? I would say 4 things. Put yourself on this path of fellowship, bear burdens, forgive, encourage, and outdo one another in service. Put yourself on a path of service in the house of the Lord. If you want to grow, serve. If you want to lead, serve. If you want to please God, serve. If you're not serving, you should be grieved for yourself and your family because it's the great secret of the church. Here, let me in on a little secret. So what about service? It teaches your heart the heart of Jesus. It allows you to imitate the work of Jesus. It allows you to answer the call to obedience. But here's the big one. You meet the best Christians in the bowels of the church. So my call to you would be, go find some relatively unpalatable area of service. Inconvenient, exhausting, expensive. Find somebody that poops in their pants. The unlovely, the awkward, the elderly, the weak, the incompetent, the knucklehead. It won't be hard. They're all over the church. And here's the secret, is while you were there serving them, you're going to look around and you're going to find a brother and a sister who gets this understanding, serving the Lord with gladness. And if you cannot serve the Lord with gladness, then the idea is go serve alongside somebody who does serve the Lord with gladness, and they will teach you the secret of serving with gladness. So what if I can't serve the Lord with gladness right this very second? Does that mean I should not serve? Absolutely not. It means you must serve and put your place into the path of service. Okay, so then put yourself on the path of study. Put yourself on the path of awe in all these areas, devotion, worship, and treasure the Lord. So that's the engine that's going to power your service, your study, your fellowship. Is you've got to grow and be planted in this be the oak tree in your church. It says that even the sparrow finds a home in the house of God, and so can you. So if you don't have a spiritual home and desire one, know this, the Lord is 100% agreeing with the desires of your heart. All right, let me just say one little word about church hopping. Is church hopping possible? It's possible. So changing churches, is it never supposed to happen? No, it probably does. It's possible, but think of the big tree. It's exceptional. It's occasional. It's rare. It should be as frequent as the transplant of a great cedar. So what's the criteria? Well, you have to flourish in your new place. So here's the criteria whether you did it right. Are you serving more? Are you fellowshipping more? Are you giving more? Do you have more awe? That's how you know if you made a good transplant. Okay, so I recommend you turn to Psalm 84 and Psalm 92 if you want to know. The big question for today is, what if I don't have a spiritual home? Thanks for listening.